Hey there, everybody! Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Johanna. Oh,
it's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and also Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where me and Jahan and our friend Drew talk about movies, streaming shows, video games. We did a Star Wars draft for episode 100, talked about our favorite ships and characters. So if you're a Star Wars guy, go check that out. Fresh Out the Podcast, episode 100. And there's more to come. But tonight, I'll be playing Cedric, the Appraiser of Koath, a dwarven crossbow assassin.
he assassinates crossbows? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. I'm a variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I am reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the Drakish Orcish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
And it is I, Aaron Bamier, half of the Adventure Sling production team. You can go to adventuresling.com to see about new Varden, which is coming out, and also other things. But tonight I am coming back, glad to be back here as Temo Pab, the goat person mountain folk bodyguard to Harzar Steelflame.
And it is I, Morgus Skeen of the Silent Valley, he who hath returneth from ash, and unto ash again once more riseth upon the wings of the phoenix. You're welcome.
I assume you have a real name too, right?
Keon,
No.
they already know.
They already know. Okay.
already know.
Hey everybody, it's been a minute. We're back with more Fantasy Age. Happy to have Erin back from her Lord of the Rings actual play, which I hear was very fun. And yeah, Keon's joining us again from Los Angeles. Boo! Boo! I'm just kidding.
Technically Santa Monica, which is a
Damn.
different city, but
Well, you know, it's all gonna be in the ocean one day, so it's okay.
I didn't realize that. That's Mr. Kapow's house, isn't it? Are you living with Mr. Kapow? You guys streaming out of the same room? You just have to redecorate every time?
yeah. I keep forgetting he's here too. Yeah.
You forget that he's living in the same house as you? He's just a very
Yeah, it
quiet
really is.
roommate.
You guys should go
He's a
touch
very
sauce.
good
Yeah.
roommate. What?
No doubt, man. Bump butts, for sure.
Guys, be nice to me. It's really hot here today. It's about 70 degrees.
Whatever. I'm
It's-
literally the only person that lives in Texas on this street now, so you're only making fun of me.
And
That's crazy.
I mean, he lives in New Mexico.
Yeah,
We
it's
just got
cold
the hell
there.
out of there. Huh? Yeah, in the mountains too. I didn't stay down south. I went up to the mountains where
What's
it
up, dude?
snows.
Nope. Only perfect weather for me.
Yeah,
Same, man.
Enjoy
I
your
live right
first
in a little
earthquake,
mountain.
douchebag. All
I've
right,
slept
live right
through
in the-
so many already.
Enjoy
Right
your
in a
lack of
mountain
snow.
valley, man.
I am gonna move to Valley, but that's
Don't you live
You
like 30
snowless
minutes from
heathens.
snow?
You don't get real snow. You get fake snow.
Yeah, can't you like drive to a mountain range and snowboard like as like a day trip from
Yes.
it would be
LA?
a drive, but I could.
You can.
You can't do that in Houston. There's no such thing as driving
can't.
to snow. That's not a thing.
You can't do anything in Houston
You can
Except
sweat your
for
ass
be-
off and eat
except
a
for be
lot
the-
of
be the
eat
best big
food.
brother in the world.
Hey, thanks.
You can
That's
eat
me.
delicious food and sweat your ass off. If you want to do those things, then go to Houston. But you can do that in New Orleans.
I can't do
too.
one
Either way.
without the other, so I'm pretty much set wherever I go.
That's fair.
Nice.
So, it's been a minute. I'm sure you guys are going to want a recap on where we are.
No, we're good. I'm gonna roll initiative, and everybody else just catch up.
Okay.
Cool.
Excellent. Keon's
Yeah,
been
we're
booned.
coming with a hot landing.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Called Twitch.
And I've been
Pull
booned.
that up.
So, we're starting off with the Thunder. Keon hasn't been in the game since before you left that first city that you guys were in.
It's been a while. Yeah.
The city with no food and a shitty leader.
Yeah. Oh,
We have
Keon
left
missed
that
that whole
place.
thing in the basement, too.
Ooh, I missed a basement.
Yeah. He missed
There's
a
a
lot.
basement, a temple.
You missed the demonic temple, you missed the guardian, you missed the
What?
gem insertion, you missed Aaron's familiar, you missed
You inserted gems without me. Why would I even come back for this shit? I already missed the good part.
I tried to burn down a whole town while you were gone.
Did you succeed?
Well, no.
No.
it was on
Were you
water.
possessed? Were you possessed by the people we played Wild Sea with?
No. There was a
You couldn't reach
breakout
the torch.
in, like,
Too small.
There was a breakout in the thieves' den, and I figured what best way to totally ruin this fucking place than to set it on fire because everything's made of wood. It was like a dock built above the lake. So, torched it, baby.
Oh hell, yeah! The
That's
town, then the other town.
Yeah, so you guys were in Bevan Township. Keon missed the end of that. You guys found a temple. You found the Hell's Arsenal gem, which is now sitting comfortably with Temo Bap. Then you went to the capital of Shawl, which is the Grand Bazaar. It is a city in the middle of a lake with no land access whatsoever. And you got into a lot of shenanigans. You uncovered a secret black market organization that was trafficking in undead. You killed one of their dealers, lit one of their bases on fire, and left. On your way to the Crimson Steps, you were sent this way. Well, you asked. I don't remember if he sent you or if you just simply asked him questions about it. But Wendell, the gnome that owns the rare books emporium in the Grand Bazaar, put you on the way to the Crimson Steeps to investigate the plague origins. But he also sent you with another mission to find this strange metal, which he showed you a bit of. Said it was quite valuable, and he would trade you for the tomes that you were requesting, Corbinian, if you were to find some. So, yeah, you left. You entered Mardain. You dealt with some Hainish soldiers, horse soldiers. You saved a town by sending them to the Grand Bazaar and giving them some money after their town was destroyed. And then, last but not least, you wandered into the mountains of Mardain, where you found an entrance to an ancient dwarven keep, and using a pass through stone spell, Cedric was able to gain entry, as only a dwarf really truly could, to this ancient dwarven kingdom. You enter to find it long abandoned, because Mardain, if you recall, is formerly the dwarven homeland, but the giants forced them out a long time ago. Like, none of the dwarves are still alive that this happened to, but they act like they were. So you're in that's where we're gonna pick up. You're in the darkness of this dwarven tomb. Essentially, it is, the air is stale, it is dark, it is bleak, it is dusty, there are cobwebs. You wandered from the entranceway and you came to a steep drop off below, and you can see out into the dwarven fortress. Well, you can see up until the point where the darkness swallows everything up. But yeah,
I'm struggling to recall precisely why we went into it, other than interest. Like, I think we just were like, that's nearby, let's have a look, because there could be something of use to us.
You discovered it and wanted to explore it because you're not sure what could be here.
Yeah, because it could be something that could help us. Plus, we have a dwarf from the party who may have some interest. It's like, well,
yeah,
here I am.
The dwarf is definitely interested for sure.
And I'm learning about the region.
Yeah.
A long-forgotten tomb waiting to be reclaimed by the great dwarves. The kingdom still stands, as if it were left yesterday.
You're not sure if he was always with you guys or if he somehow caught up with you, but your wizard is once again here with.
Well, as I believe, he was disassembled and was being carried in a
That is
pack.
correct.
That's what they said they were
Each
doing.
of us
For
Each of us had
unknown
1/3
reasons.
of you because it was too hard for one person to carry the whole thing. So yeah,
Ooh.
I've sort of got from your collarbone up. Aaron has your whole torso, and Corbinian has sort of the lower abdomen and legs.
So what's
and then
the
Nazglub has your genitals.
So we just stack
Nazglub?
them.
Who's Nazglub?
We're about to find out. We
You're-
just
you're
stack them all
finding
together.
You are
and
about to
now
find
you're
out.
here. Stack them all together. We pour a little water on it, a little spit shine, and you're good to go.
Sure.
Hmm.
This could be the fiction of what happens, but for the record, you can't actually disassemble
Yet.
You're
You
no
can't.
fun.
You're
You
gonna
just
get
have
that
that new
still.
character.
yet.
Get some
You know,
more
I thought a
stuff.
good GM is supposed to say yes and.
No, that's a good improviser. A good GM
Mhm.
needs to know when to say no.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
I also I don't think I leveled up right. We'll talk later. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. Hi. I'm back from the thing I was doing, and now I'm back on this magical quest.
Yeah, 'cause I think the last big thing you were doing was researching the dead bodies in that town.
Yes, that was the last thing you were doing.
That's right.
And I found out a lot.
You definitely found out some stuff, yeah, for sure. Which we'll
Yeah.
get to. Now's not a great time.
What's up, Nazglub?
Hey there, guy. You're pretty fucking creepy. You'll see a small red devil man with a scorpion tail sitting on Temo's shoulder.
And he's just here now?
He was always here. He's yeah.
Okay.
He's always hiding on Temo's person.
Okay.
You were once steeped in darkness. I'll like you.
Yes, you have a wonderful bone structure, Nazglub. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Yes.
You gonna eat that?
Am I gonna eat what?
He's pointing at your fingers.
I have some finger bones if you'd like
Oh,
to share.
I want the meat.
More of a bone man myself, but I respect. Same ballpark, yes.
I'll let you keep the bones when I'm done.
Your people will call my people will call your people.
Excellent. Yes, summon me indeed when when you're ready for me to eat your fingers. He's gonna slink away, just to the other side of Temo's shoulder, really. But now you've met him. There's Nazgul.
Try not to kill that imp. I promised him I'd protect his life so long as he never turned on us.
He has his uses now and again.
Thanks.
I don't know how I feel about only being the second creepiest thing in the party, but we'll see.
Oh, I don't know, but I think you somehow maintain the
Yes.
first position.
Nazglub's gonna look at Cedric when you say that and say, "Oh man, burn."
Well, you're the one that's eternally burning for eternity, so...
Eh. Goes, it's not so bad. They really oversell it in the church. I'm just...
So
now
what
we're-
kind of
Come
What
on,
kind
let's head
of,
inside before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's already dark.
Yes, sir.
and as we're heading in, I want to know what kind of secrets do you dwarves have hidden away that we might find in here?
Any dwarven secrets are long lost from this kingdom. Our people have been gone from here a long time. We would have tried to bring anything of value with us when we left. Anything we find here would be scraps or leftovers. Finding treasure at this point would be slim chance.
That's assuming.
Not to say it's not in here.
Nazglub's gonna chuckle, and he's gonna say, "That's assuming they got out alive."
You said giants took this one, right? Kick the dwarves out of here.
The
Between
whole
the giants
country.
and humans.
Oh, it is in general. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And we're not seeing the floor littered with bones or anything like that.
No, you have not. You haven't. You've seen some bones, but
Not like a massacre of them.
You've
in
not
the
seen a
entryway, sort of
massacre of bones at this juncture. No.
thing. Yeah. My guess would be that they must have magically sealed that wall, because the only reason we even knew that was there was because of Cedric.
That's true.
The good thing is, even a dwarven blade, a regular dwarven blade, is better than any human blade you could find on the surface, so what we may consider scraps unless the leftovers, you may still find treasure after all. You can't beat
Well.
a set of dwarven plate armor.
That might be nice.
That's what musket balls are for. Though I would like to see a musket ball go through a good chunk of dwarven plate. I've only seen it on human plate.
Nothing goes through dwarven plate.
That's what they used to say
Especially not a
about
small
plate.
metal ball.
I'll light a torch.
I think you should put some on and test it out.
Don't worry, you can stay on the inside. Be our mute analog.
You know, he doesn't look as scared of that as you would expect. He's like,
Our plate's as thick as stone. You can shoot me all day with your gun. I'll take a nap while you do it.
Well, if we find some, let me know, because I could use armor like that.
Mm.
I'm gonna look, up, and then all the way down and be like, I don't think it would fit.
And
be
just
like
take
a-
a couple important parts.
Just like a breastplate or like an armlet, you know.
"Oh, that
whatever I
looks
can
sick." Yeah.
Squeeze into shape.
She just wears one
Yeah.
dwarven pauldron on one arm.
The dwarven helmet make your head look proper round.
Ha. No, that's all right. Kiergenhoff and helmet is more than efficient. It's the rest that needs work.
I almost spit out my coffee in character, so I'm really glad I didn't, but I would have done a spit take that your helmet was better. Ugh, spit out my canteen and I'm frightened by those words and lead the way towards across this chasm, across this bridge.
So there's
I'm
no.
imagining a bridge.
There's no bridge.
Okay. I was
Uh,
imagining that scene in Dragon Age when they walk over the bridge over the chasm.
you
So
haven't
there's just
seen
sort of
a
one-
bridge yet. You are at a steep drop off. To the right and left, there are staircases going down. The right staircase is destroyed. It's broken. But you can see off the edge. This is just one big room that you can't see the edges of because of the darkness.
Yeah,
Let's
because
take the
my dark
stairs
vision
on the
goes-
left.
Yeah.
An elf, only an elf would take the stairs on the right.
Yeah, Gary, you have history?
Let me check my skills. It's been a minute. You know what I mean?
He does have intelligence.
I have arcane lore and evaluation, but I do not have history.
Yeah,
I
I'll
also
let you
have
make an
searching.
evaluation
I have a
check.
lot of. Okay, cool.
Because you're
Let
a
me
dwarf.
sling these deeds. I rolled a 17 altogether.
That's pretty good. You'll be looking. You've been checking out the carvings and the walls and all the different iconographies here. You're pretty sure that this is the lost fortress of Mardain.
Mardain.
Yeah.
This looks like Mardain.
Moork with a little thingy, and then din. D-I-N. Mardain. Just a little FYI for your face.
Mardain.
But yeah, so the stairs to the left are kind of steep, worn, covered in dust and dirt, and broken off in several places, revealing just a stark drop. So they are dangerous stairs. Who would like
Looks
to...
like somebody desecrated this once fine fortress. Dwarven stairs would have never failed like this on their own.
Time marches ever forward.
Which one of
I'll
you
lead the
go
way.
first? You'll go first? Alright, go ahead and give me
Yeah.
a dexterity or athletics. This is a physical
Dexterity.
obstacle.
I have a pretty good dexterity. I rolled a 15 dexterity.
You're able to pick your way down these stairs pretty easily. So you
So
you,
it's just
you
kind of a steady
sure-footedly
leap
walk.
after steady leap. You know, it's not the most beautiful thing. I'm not flipping. There's not a lot of grace, but 2 feet, kaboom, land, and then to the next one, 2 feet, kaboom. So I hop my dwarven way down, show you guys it's possible.
And then I'll follow. I'll go ahead and follow suit. Yeah. It's
Also
not
with a
too
15,
hard. It's
You'll follow
long-legged.
right behind him.
Instead of 2 feet, it's like long-legged jumps between.
Fair enough.
And
I'll
that's it.
hold my torch aloft and kind of look to Morgus, because I imagine you can't see in the dark. I kind of gesture with the torch at the stairs so you can see them.
I know most people don't like it when I walk behind them, so perhaps I will go in front of you.
He hops across the stairs, stops in front of a steep drop, is like, oh! And then he continues to pick his way down.
Quick question: why are we here? What are we doing, and who, or what's?
We were headed to the Crimson Bluffs
Steep
to check out the possible location, the source of where this disease
Source of the
was
disease.
heard to come from.
We believe it's coming
Also,
from
there was-
nearby.
There was
Well, that's
war
where the
there,
source
might be
was.
signs left over, clues. But then
So
on
this
the way,
is
we
a
saw
shortcut
This is
to
a
that.
side quest.
This is a side quest
Well-
through Dwarven ruins.
Yeah.
It's more that
And
we
not the most-
we walked. It's more that we
On a
came here
direct
to.
route.
It wasn't really, as far as we know, it wasn't a different route because we were heading on the map. We were heading north up to the mountain range, but we're still pretty close down in this region.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with any active quest.
We're just
We just-
exploring some ruins right now.
Yeah.
We literally saw dwarven ruins on the map, and we were like, "Well, that could be cool."
Yeah, especially for a dwarf. Yeah, thank you. I have Changnesia. So I had to. Morgus does.
10.
Oof.
So you guys are going down the stairs. You hear what? Ah! So he's gonna slip, and fall down one of these little holes. Somebody could try to do something here. You're not terribly far away from him, and he's kind of falling towards you. You know.
I mean, if I'm the closest to him,
You are the closest to him.
What kind of roll would it be to catch him? Dexterity again?
You can do it however you want to. So you can
Well,
try
I
and
do
throw
have a
him a
staff.
rope, or you can.
I do have a big old staff with a skull on it, so maybe I'll try and hold that out for him to grab.
That'll be a
Kind of
strength.
steady
boy.
myself.
That'll be a strength. Oh, that'll be a strength.
That'll be strength.
What if?
All right, that's my best skill.
Hear me out. What if he's using the staff to like wedge it in between the stone, so that Harzar can grab hold of it? So it's more of a wedging it the right way intelligence check. Instead of him trying to pull him in, he's wedging it into the stone.
So I feel like if you're trying to think about where to place it, placement is going to be all due to dexterity. So I would allow you to switch it to dexterity, which I believe
Let's
is
do
still
dex. I think dex is fair. What did I do? Oh, I think I got him. I think I caught him.
Ooh. You want to use it?
Wait, I got a boon. I got a
You got
boon
some
already.
boons.
Yeah.
You got 2.
All right.
No, I think you got 3.
that-
Actually.
Do I re-roll just one die or the whole thing?
Just
I don't
one.
remember.
It's pretty good.
Oh. How many boons do I have? I have 3.
You have 3.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking blow all of them.
You want to re-roll the other one now?
Yep. Woo!
Funny
9.
enough, 3, 6, 8.
9 with 1 stunt point.
I think it actually gets him to 10.
3 and 3 plus 2 more.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, because of
That's
the
10.
first 2 that he re-rolled. Yeah, that's right.
So that's a
I
10
was still
with,
looking at the 1.
with the stun point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 10.
Assuming-
So you still have a stun point left. You know, it's good enough to let Corbinian try again. So you're going to try to hold on to this staff.
Okay. I'm struggling, but he's holding on.
I'll let you re-roll,
Strength?
buddy. I'll let you strength or dex, whatever.
Can't help the dice. 8.
So
I want
That's
to
worse.
fire. I want to fire my crossbow like over his shoulder and see if I can pin Harzar to the wall as this shenanigans is happening. I just want.
that's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
You see him? He grabs the staff and he twists wrong, and he's like about to fall, holding your staff.
Oh, wow.
I
Ooh,
rolled
there
a
we go.
15 to shoot with 2 stunt points. Just trying to pin him
As
to
you
the wall,
start
and I'll just use
falling,
those 2
your
stunt
shirt
points
gets pinned
and-
to the wall.
Unfortunately, I keep going. No.
Well, no. So you stop, but the first thing you hear
Make a shirt
immediately,
strength.
after you your first sigh of relief, you hear your shirt start tearing. He's like, he's still holding the staff.
That's when I reach down and try to grab him.
Okay, you can
Grab
make a
him up.
straight check.
We'll make it a might check,
It's good.
maybe.
Yeah, might check. Yeah,
Oh my god, the dice. 13.
13 is high enough.
Yeah. Plus 4, plus 3.
So you pull him back up. Everybody kind of contributed to helping him out.
All right. That looked a lot easier when you all did it.
You nailed it, bud. That was wonderful show of athleticism on your part.
Yeah, you got robbed.
Yeah, the dice don't fly sometimes, man. But hey, after that brief interlude of near-death experiences, you guys continue to pick your way down the stairs. It's a long way down. You're starting to realize, yeah, if he had fallen, that would have been curtains for your friend. But you travel down and down and down, picking your way across carefully. This time keeping an eye out for Hazar Steel Flame.
I'm doing a lot more boot scooting rather than actually trying to very carefully. No.
Every now and again, Nazgul goes ah. And then he starts giggling and hides. But you'll make it.
He knows I can hit.
I would say don't look down, but you can't see the bottom anyway.
You can't see the bottom. Until you can. Eventually, it does come into view. Here's the bottom of the stairs. Cedric, you're the first one down. You step over a skeleton that has an arm outstretched towards the stairs as you get to the bottom.
Is it a dwarven skeleton or a giant skeleton or somewhere in between?
It is a dwarven skeleton, certainly.
Looks like this one didn't quite make it. We must have come in the outdoor. This must have been the escape stairs out the back. Well, if there's anything in here that's dangerous, it would be that way. I say, just sort of signaling into the dark.
You all continue, and as you move a little bit away from the stairs, you can start seeing features of this room. You see the bottoms of the pillars that are reaching out towards the ceiling that you couldn't see from your previous vantage point. They were too far in the dark. But you start seeing more and more bodies. All of them are reaching towards the stairs. All of them are dwarves. All of them are dwarves.
How can immediately, just upon looking at them, can we tell how they were killed? Does it look like they were bludgeoned in the back of the head, or were they, frozen
you can make
or incinerated?
An investigation check.
Let me do that. Let me investigate the perception searching. Is that cool?
Perception. I'll let you do a perception searching. You're searching for clues. It's okay.
Rolled a 19 perception searching to look around these bodies and see if I can figure out what happened.
You see there are lots of bodies. You get up on top of a stone table that's nearby, and you start looking around, and you can see they go out all the way past your vision. And you notice that they're kind of in an interesting pattern. They're kind of like a circle coming out, like they're sort of like on the edges of a circle, like kind of like a blast pattern, heading towards the stairs. But you don't see any residue of any sort of explosive. You don't see charring, nothing like that. But it looks like they died pretty quickly.
Yeah, with all these bodies here at once, this isn't a mass grave. They all died at the same time. Something blew up over there.
There is...
No telling what it was now.
You can also tell there is something up with some of the bodies. They have some weird markings, some weird discoloration, but you can't make heads or tails of it. You would need to, know a little bit about medicine or something.
Yeah, or bones.
Or bones.
Hey, these bones look a little off color here. Anybody know anything about bones?
Is there a bones guy in the room somewhere?
Not a clue. Not a clue. Oh, was that what I did before the Changnesia? I can also speak with the dead. I don't know if that counts for skeletons.
Can you?
Yeah.
It does count, and that's awesome.
Count. Yeah, it's a bunch of spell points, but I mean, I'll do it. Let's see.
That's hilarious. Like, hey, anyone know anything about these bodies? I can talk to dead people. What?
Yeah, and I've been neglecting
he doesn't even tell us. He's just like, I know about bones, and then a skeleton sits up and starts talking, and we're just like, oh shit.
I think I missed it though, so I'm gonna do my last boon on that one.
And hell, even if you give it the +2 treatment.
Oh my god, I was so anxious.
Yeah.
There we go. So let me see. So that's 10 magic points. It has to answer me truthfully. I only get one question. It can't answer any questions it didn't know in life. And then I can ask more questions, but I can only ask like one more.
How many questions do you get?
I get 1 for free, and then another 1 for 5 more magic points.
Are you just picking a body at random?
Initial casting of Speak with the Dead gets you 1 question. I mean, we're just trying to find the source of this explosion. We're trying to figure out what went down. I mean, I don't know.
Is that guy who was pointing? The skeleton that was pointing. What about that?
There was a skeleton pointing. Yeah, I was paying attention. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna talk to him.
The first one we would have come across, he would have been sort of ahead of everybody else, pointing almost like a this way.
His arms like outstretched towards the stairs, and he's like this on the ground. But a lot of them are kind of like that. Yeah.
We just want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Right? Or do we want to know? I don't know. I can ask him if there's any treasure. I can ask him.
Yeah, what happened here?
You get 3
So
questions.
you gotta watch out, Kian, because this is a real monkey's paw kind of situation, and this is Jahan. So if you say what happened, he might just say we died. So you may want to say how were you killed, or what's the last thing you remember. You know.
I might fuck with you a little bit like that, but I'm not going to be a complete dick. I'll just.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. I get my little candles made of human fat out and arrange a pentagram or whatever on the ground, and my eyes like roll in the back of my head. And then the skeleton just sits upright, looks right into my eye bones. Say, hello, friend. How are? Just kidding. I was gonna ask how you doing, but that would count as a question, so I'm not gonna ask. I gotcha.
Yeah, you saw
D&D movie moments.
Yeah.
I did. My question for you is this: what were the exact specific circumstances of you and everyone else's death in this room?
So as you light your candles, your eyes roll in the back of your head. A ghost spirit. A spirit will protrude from your body and enter into the skeleton. And he'll sort of regrow some skin, mostly around his face. And he'll sit up. We were killed by what dwells beneath. The corruption spread, and we could not escape.
Technically, I can spend more MP and ask another question.
I thought you got 3.
No, so I get 1 for free, and then it's an additional 5 MP. Oh, I guess when I leveled up, I probably get more magic points. Anyway, I would basically be spending all of my magic points to do that, and I feel like I should probably have some magic points on me for magic.
Oh wow, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
You
the thing.
do
It's kind of
get an extra D6 plus willpower mana points.
every level.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Yes.
Let's just see what we're rolling with on that. D6 plus willpower. My willpower is 4, actually.
It's pretty good. Nice.
Okay. So I get a whole 10 extra. So I just spent 10. Then I guess I may as well ask him the second question. So the second question. Okay. Let me do this. So the second question is 5. So I'll spend another 5 and I'll ask what. Okay. So we now know it was something that came from beneath. I mean, but this could also be that could be the extent of this person's knowledge. They can't answer questions they don't know the answer to.
They could.
So
Well, Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you ask him what dwells beneath, he may say a great beast or something, you know, and we can sort of figure that out from context.
Narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth your mana, because I don't think it's gonna change like how we prepare. Really, we're gonna go run away.
We know to go down instead of up, and we know it's gonna be bad. I think those. You
were curious about what treasure might be here, if there was any. Because if this is just the grand library of children's books, we're wasting our time. But if there's something cool down here, we're gonna.
Okay. All right. Okay, my friend. Question number 2. What is the most valuable physical object that we could obtain from these premises?
Fuck.
My left no.
That's a
The
good one.
forge of the Allfather, and we're like trying to fucking haul out a forge. We're just dragging it.
And I asked physical because
the deed to the fortress.
I didn't want to just say what's the most valuable thing here, because then he'd say like
Friendship.
friendship. Yeah.
Listen, that's a tough one. I actually have to come up with that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I got a moment for you, Jahan, that might help. I saw a scene in my head of this guy and his family running out and packing up their stuff, and as he was running out, he saw shops and stuff. Certain shops weren't able to pack up all of their stuff, so he did see some loot behind in some certain spots along his way. So that, I don't know if that inspires you or helps you at all, but that's what I saw as soon as he said.
But the most valuable physical thing in the entire premises.
And that would be of what he, and
Of
this
what
is
he
of
knows.
his
What
last
he would
moments.
do. What this guy knows of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been something he would have been able to confirm on his way out, likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it was, a legendary hammer or something like that. It's like, well, yeah, the hammer that we all know about. Of course we all know what that is.
All the value of our kingdom lies beyond the throne.
A secret room behind the throne, perhaps.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
when
you've
you put
been
me on a spot like that. It gives me like truthism, I guess. It's hard to lie.
No, it's okay. We'll figure something out over time. But something in the throne room is good. Something beneath us is bad.
That which dwells beneath corruption. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Corpse. You may go back to death now. Nazgul, there's some flesh on his face.
It falls down dead,
Don't encourage him.
and then Nazgul
Would you
flies
like-
off of you. It doesn't need much prompting. He's like, "That was awesome," and then he just peels this like thin layer of skin that grew on this guy's face so he could speak, and then just he starts chewing on it.
That's a good little guy. That's my little dude.
Where you been
Tickling
keeping
him
him?
a little.
I like him. He's gonna bring it back to your shoulder though. It's like it smells really bad. It doesn't smell like fresh meat at all. It smells like it's as old as it should be. But yeah, he's just chewing on it.
You at least turn over there if you're gonna eat that up here.
You're no fun sometimes, Timo. He'll turn around.
We're the good
Uh,
guys, everybody, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I was. As this is going on, I'm going to lean over to Harzar and be like, "Is it okay that he eats the flesh off my dead kin, of my ancestors? I feel like they're not using it."
That is a question for your people. We would. A Drac would not
Whoa.
suffer such a thing. But whether it bothers you or not is something you know more.
Hey, stop eating my ancestors.
I would.
You knew this guy?
I didn't, but I might. Stop eating my friend's ancestors. Put that down. That's not jerky. It's face meat.
He'll be like, okay, and he'll like raise his eyebrows at you, and then he's gonna fly away into the darkness. And you hear from somewhere, he just flies away.
Face meat. Delicious face meat.
Senor just kills him.
While that's happening, I want to sort of sniff into the darkness for demonic vibes. I don't sniff very well though. I rolled an 8.
The air in here is very still and musty.
And rotten.
Yeah, you smell like, I mean, like 1,000 corpses rotted all their flesh off in this room, and no one ever opened a window. So like, it's still in here, but like
I'm
it's
sure
like
this is
gone.
really good to be breathing.
Let's
It's like
let's
wet
find-
dust at this point.
Let's find that throne room and get out of here. Place creeps me out. You have more than you do, Nazleb. Wherever you are.
Hopefully something to eat 'em.
We would be so lucky.
He's going to fly back to you, land on your shoulder, and he's going to whisper to you, "Something's up ahead."
If he says more face me, I swear I'm going to shoot him.
He's holding some face me, and he looks at you, and he just drops it on the ground.
There's something ahead, everybody. I'm gonna pull my axe and peer forward into darkness.
You'll inch up a
I
little
can
bit.
only see 20 yards into the darkness, for the record.
I have a torch lit, if that helps you at all.
Only if it gives light further than 20 yards.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? What I'll actually say is it much further, Imp?
No, you'll see it soon. I don't know what it is.
I'll huck my torch forward.
It'll land, and you'll hear like some wet noises of something like, and you'll see a silhouette. Your torch landed to like put light behind this thing. It's about 6 feet tall. It's not moving, but it's it looks like a little pillar with like some weird geometry coming off of it. You can't really make it out with the torchlight behind it.
That's what I approach a little closer to get it in my actual sight.
Now you'll step up. There's a few other bodies down here. You'll immediately notice there's this weird black sort of. They kind of look like vines, but they're more slimy and fungusy. It's like this weird black viney fungus coming off of this pillar, and as you get closer, you can see the pillar is a dwarf that is held aloft by these tendrils. They're going into his body, and he has flesh, but it looks sort of mummified. And he's sitting there with his head lolled back and his mouth like open. And you can kind of hear like a low, like, as you get closer. There are several bodies around him, and the fungus coming off of him is like going over these bodies, which all sort of have a little bit of meat on them as well.
Camo, I call from butt because I did not approach with you.
You know, ironically, I have, or I thought I did, torches, but I don't actually.
I mean, there are some around. You just chuck one off of the wall if you want.
Yeah, I go ahead and grab one, and I just kind of like roll it out in front so the thing gets lit up in torchlight.
You'll roll it to the front of it, and it'll bathe this thing in orange light. It's horrific looking. It does not look. It looks like whoever this dwarf was died in agony. What's up, Toyzilla Network? Thank you for the raid. Hell yeah.
Boyzilla, hey, now that he's done streaming that means Mr. Kapow's probably going to come walking in your room anytime and need the space back, Keon.
Oh, yeah, watch out, Keon.
He's already in here.
Nice.
Oh, man, you're right. He is a very stealthy.
He's below camera.
No.
He's just helping him tie his shoes, Corbinian.
No, darn it.
We're recreating that D'Angelo music video. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No,
What that is.
Oh, where there was something happening off camera.
No, man.
Anyways, this creature, this dead dwarf with erupting tendrils, essentially, is motionless and emitting a low, like a
Probably that corruption they were talking about.
Yes, but this one seems slightly more animate than the other ones. Little concerning.
That makes me think disease or magic.
It looks familiar to Hazar Steelflame.
Nice.
He does?
It does. No, not him, but the corruption.
Oh.
Can I do a Death Arcana check to see if I recognize like what's going on with this situation?
Yeah, sure.
Did I do it? Did we do it?
It's not bad.
15 with 4?
15
Yeah,
with 4.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
go ahead and, yeah, you can use those stun points. That's good enough to get some information out of this. So first off, yeah, you're definitely getting mad undead vibes from this thing. It seems like whatever, you've never seen anything like this, but your expert opinion would be that this vegetation, whatever it happens to be, is somehow providing some sort of undeath to the creatures that you're looking at.
Nice.
It is a plant that is creating some sort of undead.
There's a plant that is making the undead. What was that?
I didn't see it. I missed it.
I'm bringing action on that. I'm looking at how I could spend these stun points. I really can't think of anything.
Okay, you can think about it.
Yeah.
Extra information. Oh, how much you have for stunts?
It's 4.
4. Yeah, I can do.
Four?
Oh, that's
Extra
four. You
information is
can do
3.
It's related to your action if you're examining a clue.
Yeah, give me that extra information.
Extra information. Read that one to me.
And then also, I'll spend the last one to Harzar, since he also seems to know what this is about. I can use assist. Your action helps one of your allies. That ally gets +1 to their next test per SP. So you get a +1 on your next test, Harzar.
Nice.
Yes, essentially, he's helping you figure out what's going on here a little bit,
But
because
then
it does
for
pertain
extra information, you gain an additional piece of information related to your action. If you're examining a clue, you something because the thing is cut off, an additional lead from it. So I got an additional lead from what you already told me.
Yep.
You walk closer. Your curiosity gets the best of you, and you're looking, and you notice that these tendrils are coming from somewhere. This is not the entirety of this entity. There seems to be some more of this vegetation, but you also see that it exists nearby in isolated groups, so it's not all one piece. You're not sure what this corruption is. You've never seen anything like it, but it's definitely all over the place down here. And as you look like even further past, you're like, oh man, there's something over there, and you can see a light in that direction, which is strange. But that's a ways away. You can kind of see it piercing through the dark. It's sort of a beam of light.
I want to prod the vegetation with the end of my axe. See if it does anything when it's touched.
Which vegetation specifically? The ones by your feet, or the one on the dwarf that is making noise?
The one by my feet.
Okay. You'll prod it, and it'll sort of move and constrict the body that is holding tighter. And you'll see it makes, when it does that, the body kind of moves a little bit. And you'll notice the other ones start doing that too.
So this is some sort of...
It's moving the bodies somehow. I'm afraid to step much closer.
Our
can't-
options here really are to purge this place of the undeath and try to reclaim what's in there, or we walk out very slowly and leave this place to its demise.
How hard is purging the undeath from this dwarven crypt? Feels like it would take at least a week or two.
There is that thing in the throne room. Is it worth not purging it to make a retrieval and get out of here?
Perhaps
Morgus,
if we just go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Morgus. You say this is death magic. This isn't some old corrupt. It isn't the old gods. This is magic. This is magic that we know.
Yeah.
I would say, Morgus, you've never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like this. Perhaps it is eldritch in nature. My guess is as good as
oh, yeah.
yours as to whether or not this is safe enough to proceed.
So
It
Harzar,
looks like flesh.
it looks like
Looks
what?
like you could burn it out of the way.
Perhaps. But Harzar, yeah, I said that you recognize this corruption. Your journey began because you were investigating corruption.
Right.
That is taking place currently in the Valley of the Star. It looks like what's going on there. There's some sort of... It didn't have... No undeath happened where you lived, but it was...
There was like weird plants.
There
and
was weird
stuff.
vegetation consuming like the area, and it was causing strange things to happen. Unexpected things. And you don't know how bad it's gotten since you've left.
I've seen something like this before. I've never seen undeath like this, but this kind of vegetation, this sort of corrupted vegetation, is part of why I ventured out. We thought it had something to do with the Great Plague. Perhaps it does, but perhaps it's something separate. But if at all
Maybe you'll find an
possible,
answer.
yeah, if at all possible, I'd like to collect whatever's growing these things. But if it's a week-long endeavor, then we'll have to withdraw just to get food, if nothing else.
If you've come here looking for answers, I'm afraid we've only found more questions. More questions and more danger.
I want to pull out one of my hand axes and try and chop a chunk of the vegetation off from like one of the ones near me.
Be
Yeah,
careful
absolutely.
not to touch it with your hand. Unless you want me to have your bones.
Probably, I
take
don't
your
want
bones.
anything to have my bones.
You can
Not
chop
with that
it.
attitude.
It's not difficult. You just chop down and you slash some of this vine. It withers away from your attack, and you hear kind of it go. "Ah!"
Well, that was unexpected.
Uh,
It seems like it's alive.
The dwarf in the pillar of vines is looking at you with milky white eyes.
Do you speak dwarf?
It's going to rear its head back. It is going to kind of let out a scream, but it's not very loud. It's just sort of like a ah, and you'll see something leave him.
We should probably leave.
The bodies by your feet begin to stand up. The vines stay clutched around them. They sort of sit up. And they grab just whatever's around on the floor, cudgels. One of them finds an axe that's rusty and blunt. And they sort of start moaning. One of their eyeballs will shoot out of their head as a tendril comes crawling out. And it's kind of going like this.
I'm backing up and producing my musket at the same time. We need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen enough. As they're kind of backing up, I'm gonna step forward and see about chopping this closest one down.
Absolutely. Let's roll some initiative here.
See how it looks.
It's our first combat in oh so long. Yeah, I missed this game, though.
Hell yeah.
Wow,
look at
how
that.
did we all get
Those-
12 and 13? That's amazing.
Yeah, 12, 12, 13, 13. That's what's up.
Nice.
So 12, 10, 12. Okay.
For stun points, I would like to spend it toward defensive stance.
Oh, the one. Yeah. Don't forget, you get a +1
Oh,
bonus
hell,
on
so,
your next.
yeah.
test.
Yeah, so that's actually a 14. My bad.
Nice.
Because it happens on the next test. You're right, 100%. And because I got a stun point, I'm going to return the favor. I rolled doubles, so coordinate. You get +1 stun point no matter what you roll.
Thanks.
Nice. Okay, so as you are backing up, Cedric, you'll be looking. You'll see a dwarf, a full dwarf, standing behind Demo.
Does he have milky white eyes like a terrifying little spooky guy?
He looks pretty normal until you see him. And then he's going to look at you. His face is going to elongate. And he's going to kind of become transparent. You can still see him, but he is... he looks like he's incorporeal. He's going to touch Tamo on the neck. Tamo, what's your defense?
My defense is 12.
Wow, I rolled like shit, dog. Alright, so, Cedric, you'll see this and you'll go, look out, or something. You'll say something. Temo will flinch away as this thing reaches. He's just kind of going to disappear and reappear somewhere else. And he's kind of standing, kind of floating. So, just to set the scene, that thing started. It is then going to be Hazar and the rest of you. And then the other 4 creatures held by these tendrils are all sort of with their moldy flesh and their fungusy backsides being held aloft by this 5th body that seems to be now vacant as its spirit has attacked you. Go ahead, Hazar, it is your turn.
Oh, alright. Alright.
Is there any way for me to know how far we are from the throne room? Like, maybe dwarven lore or engineering, or would it be different for every city? Like, would I know that we're deep enough in the fortress? Are we close, or is this like a 2-week venture from here, you know? Is it around the corner, or do we get the hell out of here?
You're already pretty deep in. It's possible it's not far.
Okay.
And if it is, it's that way. Like, towards that beam of light I was talking about.
Right.
I will move.
We can't be far. It's the last thing I'll say. We can't be far from now.
I'm gonna move my full 10 yards. As I produce the musket, I see what's happening, and then I turn toward a nearby wall. I run straight at it, and I suddenly go. My feet. I put one foot right on it, and I start walking straight up because I have spider walk marks, which allows me to treat walls and ceilings as if normal terrain.
Have you ever shown off that power before?
Nope. It's the first time I've used it.
I didn't think so. Yeah, Cedric is just like, what?
He's a vampire, shoot!
Holy crap, that just changed everything. What
And as I'm standing on the
imagine-
wall, I just kind of lean over and pack at the ghost.
It's pretty
Wait, did he
cool,
just
right?
magnet boots onto the wall?
He did.
Yeah, he did. That was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so there is a pillar. You'll run up it, and yeah, you'll be able to get a vantage point. What are you shooting at?
Ghosty boy.
A ghosty boy. Okay.
16 to hit.
No, that hits its defense. Yeah.
13 damage. Minus whatever DR it has, or it's bloody immune, because it's been. I remember incorporeal being a pain in Age, so I'm not. I know this is gonna be rough.
Ooh.
But yeah, no. The only hint that I had a new power is that between the first time you saw me, there was the blue tattoos across my hands where I pulled the gun out of, and then after a few days of travel, I suddenly had these big white lines streaking across my claws. That's the spider web. And it's as if I got a tattoo one day, and I just never told anybody.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, actually, I had to read its
Oh, yeah.
incorporeal resistance. What's your willpower?
Oh no, I have to roll willpower, don't I?
No, what is it?
Oh, what is it for?
Your willpower is 4?
Yeah.
Oh, so as you think, you're like, man, I gotta kill this fucking ghost. The bullet will rip through him, and he'll sort of distort, and you'll see he notices. He does notice. Just FYI, he noticed.
It can be dispersed. Huzzah!
Yeah, it's the bullet still goes through him and like hits the ground, but he didn't enjoy it. He wasn't like, oh yeah, more of that, please. He didn't like that. Alrighty, Morgus.
So there's one ghosty boy, and then there are several zombie
There are
skeletons.
4 zombies.
Four
we'll
zombies
call 'em
plus one
zombies.
ghosty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for a fire blast, which isn't. I'm gonna fire for the centermost zombie, but remember it's an 8x2 cone of damage. It's my attack roll.
Like 8 yards long, 2 yards wide.
Yeah. How's the 12?
Oh, that's the hit. Okay.
That hit?
Yes.
All right, and then we're gonna do 9 damage. 2d6 plus 1. And then I don't think I add anything to that, right? That's just it? Like my intelligence or whatever?
I believe so, yes. So that's 9. So if you walk slightly off to the side, you can hit 3 of them. Which
Very
is pretty
nice.
good. So you'll blast.
Oh yeah, I hold up my skull staff in out of the mouth.
The fire erupts from the skull on your staff as it engulfs these things, and you'll hear the corruption kind of shriek a little bit. The zombies just kind of go, ugh. But yeah, not bad, not bad at all. Temo Bep.
You're muted.
Good old fashioned mutes. I'm gonna smash that one that tried to reach me that I dodged. I'm gonna swing and
That was the
and
ghost.
axe him. Oh, that's right, that was the ghost. Then forget the ghost for now. There's that other guy that's on the other side of me who gets the axe, presumably. It's a 13 axe.
Hit.
Bam.
Zomzoms are probably easy to hit.
Bam. That's gonna be a hit for 13 points of damage, and it's how close is the nearest edge, roughly? Would you say it's within a couple of yards?
Edge, like to drop him over the side.
Yeah, yeah.
You are on flat ground. There are no edges anymore.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then in
Not
that
on the
case,
stairway. Yeah.
I send him stumbling back. Yeah, he moves back 2 yards.
Oh, that's just your talent doing that.
Just whenever I hit
that's
with
scary.
an axe, I move him around. Yeah.
You'll slice. You'll hit him right in the dome, and you'll slice off like half of his head. And his brain's gonna sort of slip out of the brain bucket. And it's gonna hang there, and he's gonna keep moving towards you. You do significant
That's
damage,
unpleasant.
but he is still moving.
That is all I'm doing then. I keep forgetting about my minor actions. That's it. I'm done.
Oh yeah, minor actions is a thing.
I always forget.
And then Cedric.
I'm going to keep my turn nice and simple. I don't think much is going to happen if I shoot the ghost. I don't have a magic weapon yet.
I
I'm
don't.
going to try to. I'm going to see what happens if I hoof it across this field. If I hoof it across this vegetation. In my mind, I'm thinking maybe I can split their attention and get some shots off.
So you're
so
gonna
I'm
try and
gonna
run to
for
the
it.
other side?
I'm going to try to run to the other side, and then can I see a place that I could try to hide? Is there a pillar or something I could duck behind over there to try to make a stealth check at the end of this run?
Yeah, you'll run across the field. You'll be splish splashing on this gross, strangely wet mushroom vegetation, and you'll see a shattered pillar. Just the base of it, it's massive, but the rest of it you can kind of see like off to the side. It like cracked the whole floor open over there. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a run for it, try to get a stealth check over there from that corner, and see if I can get some shots coming in from a different angle.
Are you going to try to shoot now?
No, I'm going to run first, and
To get
yeah,
some
I'm going to
good
really
distance.
hoof it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to sprint, double hoof it as fast as I can, and then
Go
and then do a
ahead
hide.
and see if you can hide from a ghost.
Let me dexterity
Might be able
check.
to, so.
I rolled an 18.
It's pretty good.
No stunty boys, but I rolled an 18.
It's pretty good. All right, 18 stealth. I'll make a note.
Ghosts are surprisingly not very good at hide and go seek.
They're good at the hiding part. They're not that great at the seeking. Excellent. Tamo, you're really the only one that's really close. Morgus is kind of off to the side.
Game Master, would
Yeah.
you mind if I threw a what's it called? One of those activate actions to mark, or do I not have enough?
You can mark something.
I technically.
This one.
Cool.
What are you marking?
Yeah, I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna mark one of the gooey boys, not the ghost. I'm gonna mark whichever gooey boy is closest to. I think our wizard. I don't think I want our wizard to get hit.
So he stepped off to the side and was able to get 3. There's one that he wasn't able to get in that, and that's because it's off to his side. That's the closest
Yeah,
one
that's-
to him.
That's the one I'll mark for now. I'm sure it'll be dead by next turn, but I'll mark that one. Make sure I've got Morgus' back from across the room.
The zombies, they move. They kind of glide across the floor while their feet do this, and they're kind of being propelled by the vines. Their feet sort of drag as the vine moves them across like a chess piece almost. And they're all going to go for you, Temo.
Cool. That sounds all right.
14, you said?
My defense?
Yeah.
It's 13 right now.
Okay, it's not bad. They don't have the highest to hit, so you might be okay.
That's good.
Alrighty then. They all come for you. They're just all over you. One of them manages to sort of scrape you with its hand. 3 of them miss. But when this one scrapes you with his hand, he kind of grabs you and pushes you down a little bit. You don't fall or anything, but one of the other zombies attacks you again.
That's unpleasant.
But misses. Yeah, they have pack tactics. It's fucking horrifying. So this zombie, as it grabs you and gropes at you and tries to pull you into the horde to consume you, it does 5 damage.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Doesn't get through my armor.
Yeah.
It just fumbles. It fumbles at your metal armor. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It
This
can
is why
get
warriors.
bad, but it's yeah.
That's why I was worried about Tem. I was like, yeah, Tem's fine.
There's some weak ass zombies.
Zombies by numbers.
Yeah, zombies
I
white numbers.
think.
The spectral form is going to just disappear. And then
that's
it
not fair.
reappears all the way up the pillar at where Hazar is hiding. And it's going to grab at you. What's your defense, buddy?
200. In actuality, it's 10.
Alrighty. His hand he just kind of passes through you. And you are shuddered with an intense cold. The cold of the grave.
That's a good marketing campaign for a beer. It'll chill you to the bone. Cold as the grave.
That's probably a thing. Like that
That
sounds
is
like
brilliant,
I
actually. Mhm.
What's that? What's
Let's
that?
launch a
You could
Halloween-
run a whole like B movie like zombie horror, and then at the very end, like when they're being killed, it
Oh
says
my
like
God.
yeah, it hits you
So
with the
this-
punchline there. That'd
This
be really
reminds
good.
me-
I had a stupid
shouldn't-
idea the other day for a zombie movie, but the cure to the zombie apocalypse is you have to smoke weed within like 15 minutes of getting bit. So the only people who have any chance would be active stoners, because no one else would be like, damn, I gotta go smoke weed right now, except for a stoner,
Yeah.
right? They would just go back inside and be like, oh, well, smoke a bowl. So I think it's a TV series, right? And it's just the stoners are left, but there's not really much of hunting zombies because stoners just kind of deal with it. They're just like, oh, yeah, man, there's zombies out there. So if you're going to the store or whatever, be careful, man. Fucking, it's dangerous out there, dude.
Man,
And
they
I
would
just think
run out
there's
of
a great.
snacks.
Okay,
think
you
there's a
got
really funny
me. I'll
setting
go buy.
there.
I'll go buy weed after the stream. You got me.
Let's make a zombie B movie, a stoner zombie B movie. That's
We
in.
all these ideas we need to save for off stream because I don't trust these people.
As
Go
the
ahead,
ghost
take our ideas,
passes
man.
through your body, you take 14 penetrating damage.
Say that again.
14 penetrating damage.
14 penetrating, which means what armor? That sucks. That sucks a lot. Ow.
Sucks pretty big. I rolled good on the damage side, so.
Ow.
Expecto
And the notes
penetrato.
in the check. I do expect penetrator. You're right.
And your
But,
insides are cold.
I'm imagining there's no. Oh dear God. I imagine there's no check. The check is don't get hit.
The check is don't get hit. Correct.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, cool, great. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That'd
The
be
zombies aren't too bad. The ghost is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're at the top of the order again. Damage has been dealt. I feel like this is a nice and suspenseful moment for us to take our break. So, hey everybody, thanks for watching. We're fresh out the box, and we'll be right back after these messages.
God damn it.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Play Fantasy Age. I'm still Johanan, and I'm still the Game Master.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Everything Fresh. That's Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. But today I'm playing a dwarven assassin named Cedric. He is also a living crossbow assassin.
I am AD Springer, also known as Corbidian, variety video game and tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I am reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the Orcish, Drakish envoy of the Nagami tribe. And I didn't have to look it up that time.
Nailed it. It's me, Aaron Baumier, coming back as Temopab, the goat person bodyguard to Harzar Steelflame.
I'm Keon. I make theme song over here. I'm over here at Fresh Out the Box West Coast Studios, and I'm back as Morgus Skeen of the Silent Valley. He likes bones, and if you could figure out what's changed in the background of my setups from before and after the break, I will give you something.
You lit a candle.
Candle's been lit, so you don't get it.
Temo, you're like a really goaty goat-like person, right? You're like a really goaty
Yes,
goat.
yeah.
Goat person.
It's like
Not
she's
like Pan. You're not like person from the top.
not like a satyr, like a Pan type of person with goat legs, like a human top and a goat bottom. Nothing like that. Like I'm full goat. We're talking like 6 feet tall, mountain goat inspired humanoid goat, long fur,
Looking
white
at some
fur.
really cool pictures on Google.
There's like
Yeah,
the
that's
long
awesome.
goat
That's a
face,
really
and then
cool
she even
one.
has like a little tiny goat beard on the end.
Really cool
as
pictures.
most of them do. Yeah.
The only goat I
Yeah.
recognize
There's
is
some-
LeBron
there's some-
James of the LA Lakers.
Oh, MJ, what are you talking about?
Wow. Somebody showing their age.
Right.
I don't even
Showing
know.
class.
I don't
Sorry.
even know when basketball season. I don't even know if basketball is happening now. I don't know when it starts. Don't know.
Remember when he had that Hitler mustache for a while, and everyone was
Yep.
like, "Why is he doing that?" But
trying to
like,
take
it
it
was
back.
Michael Jordan, so he kind of got to do it. He's like, "I'm taking it back." If anyone could. All right. So, anyways, Hitler mustaches aside, hey, we're in combat.
Chaplin mustache.
Top of the order. A specter just ripped through Hazar Steelflame, chilling him with the cold of the grave. Go ahead and give yourself 2 health back, because that damage is mitigated by half your willpower rounded up, which I looked up during the break.
Ooh, that sort of helps.
It helps a little bit.
Yeah, 2 points better.
Well,
But you're still stuck, and it is your turn.
it is, I am going to cry a little into my cereal, and then what I probably should have done during the break is look up what I was going to do. That would have been an efficient use of my time. Well,
Every
major
day's
action
a school
load.
day.
And minor action guard up, unfortunately. It's a +1 to my defense.
Oh, what was your major action?
Reloading. Musket.
Excellent. Morgus.
Harzar, do you have a melee weapon on you or just the musket? Just the.
I do have a harpoon, but I would have dropped it the minute I pulled out my my musket.
Then I'm going to spend my turn moving towards Harzar. I'm going to pass him
You can get to the foot of the pillar that he climbed.
and then toss it up, maybe. I'm going to toss up the Chris of June. I don't remember exactly. It was some demon knife thing I got. Does 1d6 plus 1. Before I toss it, I'm going to set it ablaze so you can actually get some damage in on this thing. I'm going to use
It's
flaming
the
weapon
Chris
on
of
it.
Jun. Yes, I remember this. Yeah. It is a
Okay.
mildly... Yeah.
So I got it. I got the flaming weapon. So now you have, and then I toss it up to you. Do I need to do a check to toss it up? Or
Yes,
anything?
please.
Dexterity or
Yeah,
accuracy?
dexterity.
They're both 2, so it doesn't matter. But
Okay, yeah. In that case.
say accuracy.
Accuracy.
Oh shit! 6
Yeah.
stun points.
It goes right to you. You know what? Because of the stump points, you just catch it.
He's got it.
You've
So
got
now
it.
he has a Prince of June, which is going to do 1d6 plus 1 with the benefits from the flaming weapon, which is add 1d6. When you make a
Because-
successful attack, add 1d6.
Because you generated the stump points with that knife, I'm gonna let you use those as power stump points if you want to.
Can I do a class stun point actually?
Sure.
Because I just got a class stunt, which will let me do an extra attack right now.
Ooh.
It is battle magic. You may follow up your spell with an arcane blast as an immediate free action. The blast becomes a simple test that doesn't generate or use SP.
Holy heck!
But I am going to spend. So I spend two of the stun points. So I'm going to do an arcane blast, also on the ghosty ghost.
Okay. That's just
Oh,
you
wait,
have
wait,
that
sorry.
as a regular attack. Yeah. That hits.
I did it backwards. So 16 is the hit, 8 is the damage.
That's fine.
And then wait. But then I still have extra stun points.
You
so
still
I'm
have
gonna
more
add
stun
them.
points, yes.
I mean, let me see. I have to pull that up again. Sorry. Fucking. I probably would just do. Can I do Mighty Blow, or is that only for physical?
You can do the power stunts. So
It'd be
The spell stunts.
Spell
I have
stunts.
that. I have that. Okay. So I already spent 2, so I have 4 more. Split stealth. Opposing spell.
Yeah, you got 6 stun points. That's pretty huge.
Attempting to make a melee weapon against me. Fast cast anti-resolve spell. You can immediately cast another spell. A second spell. I have a cast time, major action, or minor action. Can I do another spell? If I have 4 points for fast casting, can I do another spell right now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, after you resolve the spell, you can immediately cast another spell. The second
There's
spell,
no
the
rule
second
in this game about limited amount of spells. You can bust them out.
yeah. If you have the stun points, casters get
But I
deadly
can't-
very fast.
But I cannot generate any more stun points on this
Correct.
spell.
You cannot generate.
That's the limiter. Yeah.
So, okay, and then I'm gonna aim my fire blast up at the specter in such a way. The arcane blast, by the way, was aimed at the ghosty boy. I'm gonna aim the fire blast in such a way as Harzar is not
You're gonna aim it straight up, just getting them. Yeah.
not in the cone.
Fair enough.
And let's see, where's my tab? There's my tab, there's that tab. Should I re-roll that one, my last boon?
If you want to.
Yeah.
No guarantees, but we'll see.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I think it hits.
Bro, that's the minimum you needed. So yes, it does hit. So
There
you
you
do
go.
another 9 damage. So you did initially 8.
Yeah.
So you've done a total of 17, all magic damage.
And now Harzar has a 2. Well, it's 1d6 plus 1 physical, and then a 1d6 fire damage on top of that weapon.
So you see this knife just appear. You grab it. It's on fire. You realize it's magic. Morgus has imbued it with magic to help you defend yourself against this ghost. And then Morgus lights that thing to fuck up. You watch it dissipate and become sort of faint for a moment and almost slip away. But then it pops back into reality and it looks pissed. It looks really mad. That was probably like your best single turn ever, Morgus. That was pretty good.
Guess who's been playing Baldur's Gate and watching Critical
That's
Role?
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate does help
In the
you learn.
meantime.
Go.
No,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Temo.
So there's 4 of them total,
There's 4
right?
of them. Yes, one of their brains is like lolling out of their head. 2 of them are kind of singed, and then one of them's fine.
And they're all kind of like clamoring.
They're
I'm
all
gonna
they're all
kind of-
over you. Yeah, they're all making
we're
physical
gonna-
contact with you.
I'm gonna headbutt the one. I'm gonna headbutt that one's brain for the KO theoretically.
Gross.
Not necessarily so accurate, but that is my target for 12.
That's a hit.
For 5 points. As I bash my helmeted horns into that. Not quite as solid as I hoped, but 5 points solid.
Because you're hitting him in an exposed brain, I'm gonna like disallow his armor because that makes sense to me. You just smash his brain, and he just kind of goes limp, and the tentacles holding him kind of sway and go dead as well. As you have brain all over your head. It's really gross.
helmet, luckily.
Yeah.
That's okay. And then I'm going to once again guard up, keep the guard up going.
Okay.
Which bumps my defense up with a 1 for
To a
minor
13.
action, and that's it.
Excellent. Cedric, you're hidden. You are ready. You're poised. You see a bunch of fire and stuff go off. You see a flame held aloft on a pillar, and you watch one of these things die.
And the ghost who almost dissipated is still there and looks pissed, right?
Yeah.
The ghost is not my mark, and I can't change my mark till my mark dies. Did that thing die? The small one that was over there, or is it still there?
It's still there. That one's untouched.
Yeah, that's what I thought about. I don't want to. I don't want to waste my turn shooting that thing though. I'm just gonna take the aim action and shoot at the ghost.
Okay,
And I'm not gonna have the mark for him.
that's fine.
So with aim, there we go. Let's take the shot at the ghost.
Goes right through and nails
Hey.
Huzzar right in the... No, I'm just kidding. That's a hit for sure.
Rolled a 21 to hit, and let's see,
21 's
damage.
very good, yep.
I don't have. Do I have more dexterity than the ghost?
What's your dexterity?
3.
No.
I believe it.
Ghosts are pretty
Let's see.
dexterous.
Okay,
So.
so with
Dexterous
aim,
ghost?
no pinpoint.
I'm guessing 4 or 5.
You'd
Really,
be
the
correct.
most dexterous ghost was Patrick Swayze.
I rolled
Roadhouse.
15 damage.
No, because of
15
ghosts.
damage as the bolt goes zooming over the vegetation
What?
all the way across the battlefield.
What is your willpower?
My willpower is a 1.
You'll watch the boat. The
There's
bolt.
a single.
It's just one. Yeah. You'll watch the bolt go through the ghost and stick into the pillar. And it might have done something, but it doesn't really make much notice of it. It was already mad, so it's hard to tell if it's any madder now.
Yeah, I bet it is though.
Oh yeah, he's so big. I curse you, Cedric.
Yeah, I feel like I. Yeah. Good thing I helped.
Hey, you.
That's
helped,
my
man.
major action. That's my minor action. I don't need to use my move action, but next turn I'll need to reload.
I thought you had that fast reload thing now.
I do, but it's still a minor action, and I just use my minor to aim.
Okay, so you'll minor
next turn I'll have to use my minor at the top of the turn. Yep, top of the turn to reload.
Sounds like a plan, dog. Snap. All right, Temo, you really like zombies, so one of them's going to lunge at you and successfully hit you. Another one's going to lunge at you and miss. And the third one, oh boy! So you get hit by 2 of them. One of them grabs you, the other one takes advantage of that, and they start trying to chomp on you. Well, let's see if I don't even know if they can hurt you. Honestly, it's kind of hard. Oh yes, that one might 7. 7 damage get through. Your armor?
A 7 does by 2 points.
Okay. So one of them kind of like pummels you, and then the other one like pulls at your armor and sort of gets like claws at your skin.
Ah. This is not good.
They're gonna get in there, and they're gonna kill you.
They're trying. They're
They're
trying.
gonna eat your bones.
Dibs.
The Spectre is very angry. It is going. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I guess you guys are kind of close. Yeah, it's going to shriek. It's going to let out a shriek. And it's not something you really hear so much as feel. Your bones go cold. Your legs go weak. Both of you make a willpower morale test.
Magic resistance forces it into self-discipline for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so the 2 of you are the only ones in range. So, Morgus as well. Make that test.
Oh wait, which test? Sorry.
A willpower morale.
I got this.
You do got this. Wow.
Boy.
Whatever. I don't care that I wasted my turn. Don't care. Not mad at all. But yeah, that was its terror ability. It was trying to.
You sure about that?
It was trying to fear you. Excellent. Both of you pass. So you feel that the terror start to seep in as this otherworldly being screams in the dark. But you both steel yourselves and are prepared to do what is necessary. Huzzar! Of the burning knife, it is your turn.
So the knife went straight into my hand. And it like Harder kind of grabbed at it just out of sheer. There's a knife coming at me, so I better not let it hit me, sort of thing. You're tossing it up. I'm like, oh crap! I grab at it, and because you threw it so well, it looked like I really knew what I was doing when I grabbed it. And then I musk in one hand, knife in the other. I kind of drop it back down to you to let you catch it back.
You don't want the knife?
I just want you to deal damage.
And you notice that when I drop it, I seem very almost uncomfortable being around a light blade. Like I don't seem to be able to handle it very well. So even when I drop it, I almost fumble dropping it down. Because when you attack with a weapon you're not proficient with, you take -2 to the roll and you do half damage.
Oh really?
You threw it to the one person who can't use it.
He doesn't want your fucking knife. It was so cool though.
Yeah,
it was cool.
I regret nothing.
Yeah. Hey, you have a magic knife now.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Huzzar?
Bang. Shoot at it with my
dynamite. Alrighty.
I was like, oh, I could totally use this. This will be awesome, right? Oh no, that's. I don't know how to use light blades.
I would have fire spelled your musket, but it only works on melee weapons.
Yeah. 13 to hit.
Your bullet goes off into the darkness as you miss this ghost. It's too close to you and it's moving too erratically. Morgus. You got some minor actions, I guess. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, minor action. I am. Oh, going down to the ground's bad. Yeah, I'll guard up again. +1 to my defense.
Excellent. Morgus.
That's my turn.
You're holding a flaming knife.
I am. Is the ghosty boy floating? It's like up in the air near Harzal, right?
Yeah, they're both up,
considerably up.
Like 10 feet.
Yeah, so I can't.
I'd be able to throw it.
Yeah, you could throw the knife at him if you wanted to.
How does throwing? I'm looking at what that would be. Is that just
it'd be accuracy.
An accuracy check to throw it?
Yeah.
That would be my major action, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Because it's an attack game.
Yeah, I need to save. I guess I need to save a little bit more. Did I go down in points? Let me see.
You can arcane blast for free as well, I believe.
I can.
Yeah.
I have fired 2. I did the Speak with the Dead. I did the other thing. I did the Speak with the Dead twice, and then I fired 2, so I actually should be at 7 magic points. So yeah, I'll throw instead and save the magic points. So accuracy.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good accuracy.
He throws it up, and it goes like right below the ghost. And then it falls like right back down. And he gets out of the way. He's like, ah! You almost got yourself. A 7's
that
not
was
great.
Fucking useless. Minor action.
And they can't all be winners.
Yeah, I know. Hey, remember that last turn? That last turn was great.
Last turn was great. Yeah.
I guess I'll ready. I will use my minor action to ready and pick back up the knife. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Because that stays flaming till like end of combat or something like that. Like it stays on for a while.
Let me see. I think so.
It does stay on for a while, which I think is really cool. There's a lot. I've seen spells in other games that like disappear as soon as you let go, or blah blah blah. After
Did you say it goes back to your boy?
Yeah, it goes back to Temo and then Cedric. Temo bad.
All right, we're getting the hand or not the hand axe, but the axe involved again. I'm gonna see if I can get a decent swing in here. And by decent swing, I mean something with stunt points. Okay, well, that'll be a 12 to the one that happens to get in the way when I make some room and swing the axe down.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
a hit.
hits. I already know. That's 15 points of damage as that one stumbles back a couple of yards, and I give myself a little bit of breathing room.
You gash open its chest, and you can see.
What's that?
You gash open its chest.
Okay, nice.
You sever bone. Some of his bones break as your axe travels through his chest cavity, but you just kind of open him up, and he seems kind of like fine with it. They don't really respond to pain.
I see, that makes sense.
Do a lot of damage.
Beside that, I just stay guarded. I'm just trying to keep the attention of the mob here
And then
while everyone else deals with the ghost.
it is Cedric.
Minor action reload crossbow. I'm gonna face the first guy again because the ghost thing kind of looked like it went right through him and didn't do a whole lot. So I will go ahead and finish the meaty one.
I always feel
and
bad
I do
describing
have
someone's
the mark
attack
on
like
him.
that, but it's important.
Incorporeal enemies are pains like that, though.
As someone who's been like playing games my whole life, to me that means that he's resistant to piercing. At least he might be completely immune to it, so I'll focus somewhere else. But like if I didn't know games, I would be like, "You're a jerk! I shot him and I missed, and I'm mad." But I understand, you know what I mean? I get it. You shot a ghost with the crossbow bolt. Sometimes that doesn't work.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, so I'll turn, reload, click, click. I don't have the time to aim, but he is marked with the death mark, and I'd like to think I have more dexterity than a plant zombie.
You hope.
Correct.
They have,
Dexterity
I'm
five.
not
They
gonna.
have
I don't need to
3.
check, but yes, you do.
It's like 0 or minus or something ridiculous.
It is in fact.
with
Yeah.
pinpoint.
Like they could never like write a letter or anything.
Well, they could. They just have a penalty.
You wouldn't be able to read it.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
I'd watch
19 to hit that little meaty boy.
19 is a hit, 1,000%. So you hit. You strike one of the zombos, the one that you marked.
3d6, but he's not close, so I don't add the extra 2 on the end. I do 17 damage to that zombo.
That's all in.
Yep, that's everything. I built it all into my rolls finally.
You shoot him right in the spine, and he it makes him jerk back a bit. You'll see him and Temo, you'll see this. He gets hit by something out of the dark, something.
Damn, why won't these dead die? I will scream from across the chasm.
The dead don't die.
They die, they live, they die again.
One of them gets you, Temo, 4. Okay, good. Finally, one of them just frenzies on you and just starts tearing at your chest. And he gets his hands in there for 8 damage. So that's high on their damage amount. Yeah, you're muted.
Of course, they are starting to get in there. I'm upset. Yeah, that's 3 more points that get past the armor.
It's just straight action economy on them. That's what they do. But that's it. All of them went. All of them attacked you. None of them got you. The Spectre is going to eat Harzar's soul. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
11 is my number.
I actually think so. It's actually kind of. I mean, it'll recognize the greater threat against it, which is definitely Morgus. He did
The caster.
Yeah. He's going.
I wouldn't even hurt a fly.
You see him disappear, and he reappears right in front of you, Morgus, and he's just going to pass. He's just going to put his arms into your chest.
This
is not. You did not have my consent for that.
That's that is not great. It gets stunt points. Its favored stunt is lightning attack.
Okay.
What's your defense?
I think it's 12.
Yours is higher than mine.
It sticks both hands into your chest.
Yep. Yep.
And it's going... two separate attacks. It's going to deal... What's your willpower?
4.
Okay, so rounded... half rounded up, so you have 2 damage resistance to this attack. So you're gonna, since he hits you twice, you're gonna mitigate it by 4. So you're going to take a. He's gonna stick both hands in your chest, and he deals 20 damage as you peer into the abyss.
Oh. Joke's on you. I like being near death.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is kind of a religious experience for you. He does bring you very close to death, very suddenly.
I still got a little ways to go, but yeah, I'm definitely. That's more.
You
than
felt
half.
it.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah, you felt that one. All right, Hazar, back to you. You see the ghost all try to murder your friend down there. Your acquaintance. I don't know how close you are.
Yeah, he didn't want the knife, so I don't fucking know.
Timo, Cedric, if you could just hurry up and start killing those things and get over here, maybe you could kill this ghost. Now hurry up! Stop wasting time.
I told you these dead won't die.
And I spent 2 main actions shouting at everybody, and everyone who hears me gains +2 bonus on your next test. And everyone who hears me heals 6 HP.
Hell yeah.
Jeez.
Is that an envoy stun or?
Yeah, it's Envoy.
Yeah.
Yep. Once per encounter, though, so I can't do that again.
That was
was
awesome,
dope.
though. Hell yeah. No, that was cool. That
Is he a
felt...
+10?
Wog!
That was awesome.
Oh.
Morgus. It is your turn. You get +2 on your next test.
Well, guess what? I got my flamey boy in my hand, so I'm gonna go for a stabby stab. How'd it go? How's that go?
With the +2, you hit.
Yeah.
Without it, you do not.
Without
But yeah, with it.
it. Wow.
So you got a
Me and
total of
Harzar
+2,
really
14 hit.
Having a good time together. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Fuck. I think I have one more boon, right?
Well, it also does the bonus damage from the
With the one
from the
right.
fire,
That's only
right?
gonna be 1d6. I'd rather re-roll that and then do that if that's okay.
Gotcha.
So do I just read?
Yeah, you can use your boon to reroll the damage.
Okay, we do that.
Okay, that's better.
A little better, and then
So you got 4 plus
roll
1d6 fire damage.
So 5
6.
fire damage, 4 physical damage, or piercing or whatever.
It's okay. It all counts as magic though.
Oh, because of the fire?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a magically enchanted weapon.
Yeah. You see parts of him kind of burn away, and he lets out a shriek as he starts to. You can tell he's starting to dissipate. You can tell he's hurt. He is hurt.
Get your hands out of me, sir.
Yeah, his hands come out. He's like burning. Tembo. You'll
so we're
notice
gonna-
as the ghost next to you is being stabbed by this fire blade, the central pillar of this zombie plant is also kind of writhing, and you can see like smoke coming out of its chest.
Interesting. That aligns kind of well because with Harzar's encouragement, I had actually let go of my axe entirely and imagining the potential of the thing in the palm of my other hand, I try to summon like a demonic weapon.
From the crystal.
You drop your axe, you hold out your hand that has the gem embedded in it, and you
What's
reach
that sound?
deep inside. An axe materializes in your hands.
Is that a minor action or is that my major action?
It is a minor action.
Okay. And with this axe,
That is a minor
I
action.
bring it down. Okay, cool. Yeah, I bring it down on that one I wounded a little bit already.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead.
That's gonna be like all the same benefits as my normal axe, right? Is it a one-handed or two-handed?
It is a one-handed
One-handed?
axe. Yeah, it's a hand axe.
Okay. I'm just gonna use that same modifier because it's the same.
Plus
For
2,
9.
plus 1 for the magic axe. So that's 12. But yeah, it's a hit. 9 was a hit,
Okay,
actually.
gotcha.
But yeah.
Plus 1 stunt.
You do have one
That
point,
works.
so-
It's a one-handed axe.
Yep.
That's okay.
So 2d6 instead of 3.
Hold on 1 second. What was the? It's just. Is it a 1d6 damage or it's?
It is
or what is
1d6,
that
yeah.
damage? Okay. Sorry, I've got to double check, figure out what this. Anyway, I'm gonna spend that one some point on a mighty blow. So we're gonna throw that out. We're gonna throw out the mighty blow, and then we're gonna add my strength, right? To the damage.
Absolutely. What
that's
does
gonna
this
be
look like? This is
15
pretty big.
total.
Would you like to describe
The kill?
this? Yeah.
Yeah, so I drop the other one and I reach my hand up and this axe appears and it's all grotesque and terrifying. But I don't give it my attention in this moment because I don't have time. And I swing that axe down where there was already like the chunk cleaved into this one. I catch the shoulder just above it and just tear the axe right through the weakened flesh and like do like one of those like samurai diagonal cuts on this
Nice.
on this dwarf.
You
as he goes
slash
down.
his torso diagonal in half, and it just sort of slides off as the animation is just broken from this. You see from the base the tendrils of the black fungus wriggling out towards you, but then they sort of recede as it goes limp. Excellent. That one is dead.
Yeah. So really quick question. You said the axe itself to the roll gets +2?
No, it's +1. You got +2 from the bard inspiration.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Envoy inspiration, thank you very much.
No.
I'm more
It's-
useful than a bard.
30% difference, so it's legal.
I don't know. Chris Pine's pretty great.
That's just Chris Pine, though.
I like Chris Pine. Wait, why did you
And
mention
actually, to be
Chris-
fair,
oh,
that's
Chris
actually not
Pine.
just an envoy only
Because he's,
thing. It's the inspiration talent tree.
Hmm.
Still though.
Still.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Temo. Cedric. There's 2 zombones left. One is the marked one.
And the one that was marked. Oh, okay, the marked one's still up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly what I got to do. I have to reload at the top of my turn.
Yep.
And then I'll shoot him. He's marked.
You get +2 on
and
this
I
roll.
don't have the action economy to aim. Pinpoint, get a +2 on this roll. Let's just go ahead and roll it with the +7 then. All right. And then
That
the
is a
damage
1000%
is going to be
hit.
3d6.
Wolf.
3d6 plus 6 for 22 damage. Dwick, dwick. I need to take a couple bolts off of my inventory real quick too. 3, I think.
It just sinks right into the brain stem of this zombie, and it just immediately goes limp and falls down to the ground. Nice clean kill, and your mark is free. Alrighty.
That's right.
The Spectre is going to... I need to go back to that page. Sorry, buddy.
You didn't memorize every single beast in the bestiary? What's wrong with you?
Unfortunately.
Could you?
Pretty casual.
What is this, 3rd edition D&D? No. I did that with 3rd edition D&D.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, to a point. I knew a lot.
Right.
I had more free
Agave's
time.
Agave.
No.
I bet you Matt Mercer wouldn't have to go to the
Yeah,
page.
Yeah.
Don't start with me.
Yeah, when 4th edition first came out, or when 5th edition first came out, Jahan and I both got the books, and he would just like sit upstairs memorizing the spells. And you could literally ask him, and he could almost word for word tell you exactly like what a spell did for what level. It got a little crazy towards the end, just because he didn't know all the 9th level stuff. But yeah, almost all the starting
I forgot
spells he
that.
could
You
tell you
used to
exactly
quiz
what
me.
they were.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to quiz me
did.
like a
Sure
party
did.
trick. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, man. I was a nerd.
That was
I'm still
recent.
a nerd.
That was
Why are you apologizing?
I don't
It
know.
is.
It's kind of
nothing
embarrassing.
to apologize for.
Keon, the Spectre tries to reach inside your body again, and it touches you could feel it touch your heart as you take another, well, minus the 2 for your willpower, 8 damage.
Math.
Whatever you have now, it's 8 less. No, I'm just
Thank you for that.
Yes, that is how arithmetic works. Thank you.
And whatever, what you know with that, Azar, it is your turn.
Well, I can't do that trick again. I gave everyone things. I shouted at people. I am going to try to bash it with the butt of my weapon.
The ghost?
Just. Oh wait, it's down. It's down there.
It is down. Top
shit.
rope. Top rope.
I will reload my musket
Okay.
and minor action. I'll give it a dour glare as I'm plotting how I'm going to shoot it, and growl under my breath at it. Is 4 communication greater than its willpower?
Greater than? Or equal to?
Greater than.
It's equal to.
Nothing happens.
Dang, I wanted to see what was going to happen. That makes me sad. Dang.
But now I know it's willpower.
You do know it's
That will be that is tactically important to know.
Oh. Yeah, I wanted to see it. Alright, so Morgus, it is now your turn.
If he's distracted, if the ghosty boy is distracted with Harzar doing the Michael Jackson lean on the wall,
It seems a
do
bit-
would I be able to get over to Timo Pab? Am
You're
I
very
close enough?
You're very close to Temo.
So I'm going to do my minor action to move over there, and then I will once again do Flaming Weapon, but I will do it on her... What do you have, like an axe?
Yeah, I got like this grotesque axe with like
Love
a face like stretched over the back handle of it, like in
Okay,
agony.
that's new.
There's
It is new.
yeah, and I summoned it from seemingly nowhere. It looks disgusting, and not the kind of disgusting that you're into. It's like a different kind of disgusting.
I don't know. I think you'd be surprised how many disgusting things Morgus is
That's
into.
fair.
Is there some?
That's
Was
fair.
there some? Are you a hell person? Is that why you also have a demon familiar now? Like, what's going on? What do I miss?
Yeah, there might
It's
be
quite-
some demonic floating around Timo a little bit.
I like that. Okay, but okay. So to help you fit that that aesthetic a little better. Let's see if I did it. Target 10. I can't tell. What did I hit?
Target's 1.
Oh,
Target's 11. Total's 10.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm away from the thing now.
Yeah.
What? You know what? I'm gonna give this to you. Because he doesn't
Why?
help out very much. Nas glove is on her shoulder. He's gonna look at you and be like, "Let me help you with that," and he'll rub his hands together, and you'll feel your magic catch as the imp helps you cast the spell.
All right. So now
Because
you're
they
doing magic
can do
damage, and you got 1d6.
As
added to
the
your damage.
face on her axe catches fire, both of you swear. You can kind of hear it screaming.
Love that.
We're the good guys, everybody.
Keeps
I
him getting
promise.
used
There are no good guys. That's the real fantasy.
Yeah, we're the good guys. We're the good guys like Ghost Rider is the good guy.
Yeah, he's
Like
the good guy.
Spawn is the good guy.
We're like the Witcher.
Wait, he's actually a good guy though, even in the books.
Yeah, but it technically is like the lesser of two evils, or like whatever.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing with it. That's the whole thing with the Witcher. It's all great.
Yeah, they're still
all-
monsters. And they break women's hearts. So, that was Morgus' turn. Temo, your weapon is a flame. You see the
My
ghost
weapon-
like right there as well.
Ooh,
like
yeah.
encroaching on Morgus. Morgus doesn't look good either, I don't think, at this point.
Well, not normally he doesn't even, but you know.
Now's
Whoa there.
that's true. Now's my chance, is what I think in my head.
Attacks Marcus.
Because these zombies are dumb. I'm gonna down. No, he just gave me the cool fire axe. Now I'm really fitting the visage. So anyway, I'm going to chop at the ghost with my fire axe. We're gonna swing hard at this guy. That's a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice. And that's gonna do 12 points of damage.
Plus
Assuming that
1d6.
it's. Oh, that's right. Plus 1d6 to. I roll my boon. 14 points of damage.
The axe will scream in the air "Ah!" as the ghost ignites into hellfire, and then seemingly gets absorbed into your axe.
Oh, that's not good.
Your red
Great.
gem glows in your hand as
How,
this thing
how does it
disappears.
feel?
Yeah, it feels
How
good.
do I
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum,
Feels good.
bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 ba-da-dum.
This thing is pretty nice.
We're
I
all
think to
gonna get
myself.
ghost sucking up weapons and go around being the Ghostbusters of Fantasy Age.
Hell yeah.
It makes me feel good.
Bussing makes me feel
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
That's part. Oh,
the best part of the song.
he knew what he was doing.
They knew what they were doing. What if I snuck lyrics about finishing in this song for this major
A
motion
song
picture?
with a ghost blowjob scene, I think that's appropriate.
Is
That's
there?
true.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
100.
Forgot about that.
It's easy to forget about. It's in a montage. It happens.
That's pretty funny. All right.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Bet you're not.
I'd fuck your ghost. All right. So, as the ghost ignites, the central pod of this thing is gonna shake, catch on fire, and sort of wither away as the last remaining 2 zombies die as well. Or no, there was only 1 left, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just one left. Here.
And you're left in the dark.
Plus 2 torches.
Plus 2 torches. I mean, it's still really dark in here.
Yeah.
We're out of turn order.
How long is my axe burning for?
I don't know the answer to that. Let me read it again. New expert degree. It doesn't say.
Don't ask Keon questions, Aaron. No, I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
duration.
I would assume it's till the end of the combat encounter, though, right? Like,
Sometimes the duration is short, sometimes it's long, so sometimes it lasts for a few scenes. I
oh
would
shit!
guess
I'm
you're right, this
tripping.
is
I'm tripping. It says
probably a short
it's a
duration.
minute. It says it's a minute.
60
1 minute.
seconds. So you got a little bit of time. Not very long, but
Perfect.
I could spend more MP to make it last longer, but now that we got the ghost taken care of, I think we're good.
honestly, like that spell never really stuck out to me. But seeing you doing it over and over again, it's pretty fucking cool. I gotta say,
It's
a cool
sick,
one.
dude. I mean, it helped with this one a lot when we
Uh,
needed magic power.
It's a good spell.
Yeah, because
Mind
we're
if I
getting
go
to the
pick
point.
up my crossbow bolts.
I think I can.
I mean, yeah, there two
Am
of
I
them were
cool to
stuck
get-
inside one of the zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty squishy, and then one hit a wall because it went through a ghost.
It's high up.
There were 4 or 5 I needed to pick up.
I'll climb up and pluck that one out for you, because I would have seen it chunk into the pillar where I
That's right,
was.
walk on walls.
I'll say
So I
you
just
can.
walk
you
up
can
and kind of.
Mhm.
So you can
Thank
just
you.
cast that once, and then you can just do wall running as much as
He
you
didn't
want.
cast anything. He can just do it.
It's just part of my. It's my second mark.
Mhm.
I have a spider mark, which
Yeah,
is
he has
walk-
magic tattoos.
Oh! I didn't know it was a mark.
Basically,
That's
his
awesome.
talents.
Yep.
It is actually pretty cool.
That is sick.
I like it.
I thought it might come up.
I felt a little bad that the first combat you did it in, there was a creature that could fly, but
You know what kills me is that if someone had slipped on the stairs, I was like, I'll spider walk on the wall and avoid this entirely. But because everyone made it, I'm like, it's just stairs. I'll just walk down. I was like, oh,
yeah, but if you start
That's
falling,
nice.
you're like, I can walk on walls. I would have been like, yeah, you could probably catch yourself.
yeah. As I'm falling down, I'm okay. I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man in between the walls and start climbing up. What the hell?
The four
I mean, that
of
was
you,
scary.
No.
That's actually super dumb.
the four of you reconverge over the smoldering remains of the, for lack of a better term, zombie plant. I will call it.
Necroplant.
Yes, the necrovines.
I'll collect up my musket balls and then realize that's dumb because I don't have powder, and I'll let them on the ground. Then I'll grab one of the torches, hold it aloft so it doesn't immediately get sputtered away. Well, that was unpleasant.
Not as bad as I thought it would be. I step out from behind one of the broken pillars completely unscathed.
Yeah,
Actually,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say really quick that actually Temmo is looking pretty fine as well. There's despite being covered in zombies for the last however many minutes that took, she's also unscathed.
Morgus is like bleeding out of his eyeballs, but he's like, that was the best 5 minutes of my entire life.
You and I had very different experiences.
Yes.
You know, while you scurry up that wall, I thought for sure that vantage point was going to work out, but turns out running and hiding behind something is just as effective as ever.
Can't beat the old techniques, and I'm gonna like dong the back of the demonic axe is gone. I picked up my other axe and I sort of banged the end of my helmet, which is still covered in brain
Hey.
juice.
I was just going to tell you, hey, you've got head on your helmet, and it's not yours.
There's some brain
I
on
think
there.
I think somebody's gonna be licking up them brains.
Nazglob's sitting there with a chunk.
That is a use.
You weren't gonna eat this, right?
No, and I'm not gonna ask about it, but you're welcome to clean my helmet if it
Windshield
suits you.
wipers.
You're the boss. He'll say like,
That's what I
walking
keep
in
him
the
around
front.
for.
yeah.
I'm walking in the front. I don't want to watch that.
Would you mind giving me 5 minutes just to catch my breath? It literally
Sure, but I'm still
seized the
not
life out of
turning-
me for a bit.
I'm still not turning around. And I just have my arms crossed
no.
and standing in the moat of light.
5, 6, 7 plus my level is 4, so I heal 11. I go back to full.
Nosblub, could you slurp that brain with a little bit less pizzazz?
You want me to close my mouth while I
Enjoy
chew?
it less.
It's only polite.
If you call that chewing,
That
You
sounds
can
good.
start-
it's like you're slurping the bottom of a noodle bowl.
I mean, eat your brains and gain your knowledge. Then he'll.
You know, there's berserkers I know who say that's a thing. I don't know how much I believe them.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Yeah, how do those berserkers do on... How do they do on tests?
Well,
During Sorry, go ahead.
Well, they kill beasts just fine in the valley, but I don't know how much of a test that is of their intellect.
I just wanted to say that during this little rest while Harzar is collecting himself, I will summon the axe again and sort of swing it a little bit. Kind of, you all see me kind of getting, used to the weapon and how it handles.
Every time,
Morgus.
Yeah, when you swing it, the air kind of warms a little bit.
Morgus, are you able to inflame anything that you hit people with? Like any sort of weapon?
I believe it's only melee weapons, but perhaps I could enchant a single musket ball or arrow.
Well, I was thinking next time I've never really gotten a handle on daggers and the lighter blades. It's not something I was trained on, but if you could ensorcel the butt of my musket, that's usually what I do if something gets really close to me.
Oh, I'll ensorcel that butt for you.
I walked into that damn.
So glad he's around to eat sorsal the butt. I don't want
That's what
to
I'm here
interrupt,
for.
but I have a loaf of bread and 2 pounds of meat and some cheese. You guys want a sandwich? You want a dwarven sandwich down here?
I'm good.
Do a sandwich? Anybody else crush a Sandy right now?
I'm given the current aroma, I wouldn't be particularly inclined to eating.
I'm not too hungry myself
Yeah.
either.
Definitely.
I'm as hungry as ever.
Definitely give Morgus. Yep, definitely give you part of this sandwich. So we'll use part of those resources. We'll use a little bit. That's what I bought in the last town was a bunch of luxury food, and it'll go bad if we don't use it.
Does that make me heal at all?
Sadly, no.
No, but a
Not
short
unless
rest.
the game master puts you anything.
A short rest lets you regain health points, right?
Yeah.
How much is it? Is it?
It is 5 plus your con plus your level.
Okay. So
That's it,
everybody
5 plus con,
regains
please, plus
5
con.
plus con plus level. Yeah.
Nice.
So essentially 9 plus your con mod.
And we can do that once per encounter.
Nice.
So you guys take your short rest. You catch your breath. You regain those hit points, which does help.
Do I get MP back at all, or just...
Question mark, I believe so. I think short rest you don't gain as much, but you still get some of it back. I'll look it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, so you pass the time, just sort of licking your wounds, looking over the damage that you did. But the time passed. Does anyone need to do anything during this time?
I need to tinkle very quickly. I'll go and relieve myself in the corner.
So for you to regain 8 mana points, you need a full hour, not 5 minutes, to get 1d6 plus willpower.
Right.
If you get a total rest, like a proper sleep of 8 hours, then everything comes back. But you need a full hour if you want to gain HP back.
I'll do a searching check to kind of go through the gross here and see if there's anything left or hidden amongst the gross. Any, rings or trinkets or things
Sure thing.
of this sort. Searching, perception. I rolled a 16 for searching perception.
It's not bad. You'll find a couple of bronze rings on some of these dwarves. You'll find one silver ring. You'll find an assortment of silver pieces, probably totaling about 5 silver. Just in their pockets. Nothing else on them is really particularly usable, but you do find some stuff.
Ooh, thank you.
Not a problem.
Morgus, do you need more time to collect your energies?
I suppose for now I can soldier on, but eventually I will need a long while to regain my arcane abilities at the maximum. Something tells me you don't want to make camp in this room.
I would rather not, no.
Yeah.
Onwards into the darkness. Hopefully that was the worst of it, and if it isn't, well...
Well,
If the throne room has any more of those things, at least we know we can handle them.
True.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'll lead the way.
You will continue on your way into the dark, heading towards this singular beam of light that you can see off in the distance. As you're walking, things come into view and leave view pretty quickly. There's you notice the whole room is just lined with those giant pillars that you guys have been seeing. Some of them toppled. You'll see a few scattered skeletons here and there. It does look like some people maybe had some stuff in their arms and were fleeing. There's just sort of scattered cups and bags and long rotted fruit, that kind of thing. Eventually you will come to a ravine, and there will be a bridge going across.
Does the bridge...
Doesn't look like there's any sort of trick to this. Doesn't look like there's any... it's not a dangerous bridge. It seems mostly intact.
Like wood or stone?
Stone. It's a stone bridge. It's pretty ornate. Definitely made by dwarves. And it definitely has stood the test of time.
Once upon a time, this would have been a marvel. Now it just lays halfway ruined, covered in dust. Looks sturdy enough. And I'll set foot across the bridge.
A bridge this ornate must lead to the spot of royalty, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. This is definitely some show of power and wealth.
As you are walking across the bridge, you can actually tell that below you is a solidified river of molten gold.
Does that news confirm that this is the lost kingdom of Mardain?
You're pretty sure.
River of gold.
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
Yeah.
As we're crossing,
they had a gold moat, so it's pretty hot.
Do you have any direct relation to that city, or just it's like a thing dwarves know about?
No, it's just it's a lost dwarven civilization that got bonked on, so they all left.
I thought it was.
So I mean,
Dwarflandis?
Some dwarves would probably, say that they hail from this lineage and it's a big deal and they want to take the mountain back, but that's not me. I'm not that guy. This
is one of the lost fortresses during the giant incursion of Mardain, when the dwarves were fleeing. People lost contact with this place and don't know what happened, and so you guys are kind of finding out what happened to everybody here. Some of them might have made it out, but doesn't look like many. But yeah, you will walk across this bridge of molten gold. The gold's beneath. And you'll reach the other side. Now you start seeing big statues of various dwarves.
They're not that big.
The statues are And eventually you will come to an archway that leads into the mountain wall. You can see that this is where the beam of light is centered. You can see there is a hole in the ceiling. The light is coming, is external light, is outside light. Something pierced through the roof of this cavern, and it looks like it landed somewhere beyond this arch that you're walking into, which seems to be the throne room. So it looks like something went in through the ceiling and then hit this wall that this arch is in, and then went through the wall and crashed through the floor up ahead, where you see a giant grand stone throne that is being flanked by, it looks like it used to be a pair of large stone dwarves, but now one of them lays in ruins at the spot where this hole is in the floor. And there is all sorts of black vines coming out of that hole.
Is there like
Whoa.
sunlight coming from the?
Yes, there's light coming from outside through this hole.
This looks like the end of the road. That's got to be the throne room there.
I'm gonna put my musket
That
back
sounds
into
like
my
it.
tattoos.
Can I do one more Death Arcana check just to see if there's the similar, or I guess Arcana lore? I have the same thing for.
Yeah,
everything,
you
just to
can look into it.
see if there's any tricks in this room that I can. How's that? How are them apples?
So you look, and you're looking at the vines. They look similar to the ones you saw before. That's not really what catches your eye. The stone dwarf to the right of the throne, to your left of the throne, you look at it, and you think that it has some magic to it. You can tell that it's magical.
Together?
Huh?
The one that's still.
The one that's still together seems to be. You're like, that seems magical in its construction.
I'm getting a vibe from this one over here that we may want to investigate.
Well,
You dwarf, go touch it.
I'm gonna slowly approach. Crossbow loaded, ready. And then I realize this crossbow's not gonna do anything to a stone guardian. And I put the crossbow back across my back so I've got both my hands free, and I'm just sort of crouching up quietly, balanced.
As you walk into the room, immediately to your right, you notice the room's gone on the right side. There is a huge hole. Just a huge, gigantic hole, and you're not sure how deep it goes, right there to the right. Just engulfing half the throne room.
Okay.
Massive.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. I look down this giant hole, and I look back at the big stone dwarf,
You want to look down the hole?
and I look back at my team. Yeah, I don't look down the hole.
You look down and down and down. The smell is kind of what gives it away. Dwarves know tunnels. Dwarves know the smells of tunnels. When you smell this tunnel, you're not supposed to dig any further. You have found a passage to the depths. So the tunnels that run beneath the dwarven kingdoms that were constructed by some nefarious means that no one's ever really sure of, but dwarves think it's some sort of creature that does it. Essentially it's the Underdark, but I'll use that term because everyone's kind of familiar with it. It is the subterranean.
Damn. Okay. All right. Look down this pit, catch that familiar "you've dug too deep" smell as it sort of breezes up and blows by. I'll turn and face the giant dwarven guardian. Look back at my team. Look down the hole again. Look back at the dwarven guardian. Be like, I'm gonna point at the dwarven guardian and point down the hole and be like, this is how we get rid of him if we gotta do it. You just dump him down that hole. And then I'll keep crouch walking up a little closer, a little quiet. Walking up towards the throne as close as I can get, as quiet as I can get there.
You get to the throne. You're walking across these the funguses and the tentacles, and you squish them every now and again. And they kind of react to you as you're moving. You'll hear something deep in the hole. Sort of make a. It's sort of. There's sort of a tremor. It's kind of mild at first, just sort of a. And you hear something
point to
sort
the
of
hole.
shift.
I point to the hole and I do a little shush, a little finger over the mouth motion, a little shush. Please be quiet. I point to the hole. I do it again. Please be quiet. There's something down there.
You hear the sound of a large beast groan. But that's also 11 o'clock, so that's also where we're going to go ahead and hold it off.
Oh,
for tonight.
son of a... Oh, my God. Ugh. Baby cakes.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching Fantasy Age. It's good to be back. We're glad to be back making Fantasy Age again. And we'll keep doing it for as long as you'll watch. So, and probably if you don't. So, hey, I've been Johanna on at RockFact, the Game Master. I'm cool. Everyone else is cool. And thanks for watching.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of All Things Fresh. Check out our newest episode of Fresh Out the Podcast, episode 102. We talk all about Starfield. It's just like an hour and a half of us just talking about Starfield. You will probably like it. Just listen to it. If I'm going to go Starfield now, if you Starfield. Next time, Starfield.
And I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me on you can find me at ElectricBetCHSR on Twitter. There's gonna be other places, but we'll get to that another time. But what I'm gonna be doing in the future is I'm doing Fantasy Age Second Edition as well, starting at 1:30 Eastern. Doing a historical fantasy Napoleonic war story. First episode's happening this Saturday at 1:30 Eastern.
Sick.
Oh, yeah, I remember
That's
you talking
awesome.
about that in the Discord. Hell yeah. That's exciting.
No magic, lots of gunpowder and steel, and we'll see how that particular experiment goes. Also doing, it's been a while since you've seen us. Since that time, I've started doing Fallout 2D20.
Hell yeah.
And that's at 7:30 Eastern. You can find those over at Corbinian on Twitch.
He also ran me and
And-
Gary through Fallout, and it was awesome. So you should definitely check it out. Corbinian's a hell
I
of a
bet you didn't
DM.
guess I played a super mutant. I played a super
Bet you
mutant and I
didn't
kept
guess
looking
it.
for bigger guns so that I could hit people with bigger guns because they weigh more.
And
I guess he would go cool.
I was a Vault Dweller. Hey, thanks for the sub on YouTube, Luke. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
I think
Check me out when you can.
it's Aaron now.
Awesome. Yeah, it's me now. It's my turn. Aaron Bamier is my name. I'm a game designer with Adventure Slang Productions. Me and my dad are a two-person team. We've been cooking new Ovarn, which has finally been coined with something I'm really excited. Earthpunk game. Not fantasy. It's not. It's a little dreamy. It's kind of hard to describe. It's got a D4 base and original system. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. You can see early iterations of it on our website, www.adventuresling.com. On that website, you can see like gameplay of early versions. You can also download the like beta quick start and play through the. We are finalizing the game itself for an early 2024 release. That's our goal right now. Yeah, it's really exciting. Besides that, we also do podcasts. We have the Adventure Sling podcast. Talk to all kinds of cool people in the community. So, I mean, there's a lot of us cool people in this community. So, check it out. You can also catch that on the website. You can catch that at any podcatcher. Next Friday, tomorrow I have a new episode dropping with Erica Onduin from Roll D5. So that'll be cool. Highly recommend you check it out.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, that's it. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
And I've been Keon. Thanks for having me back. It's been a minute, but I'm glad to be back. If you live in Los Angeles and your name is Michael Kapow, let's be friends. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go buy an edible, watch the last episode of Death Note, 'cause I only have one episode left, and then I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate, so I can finish it and then play Starfield eventually.
That sounds
But also-
awesome.
Sounds like a great
You're
night
cool
to
guy.
me. Yeah, hell yeah.
But also replay
It
Baldur's
does. You're-
Gate 3 times.
I don't know if I tell you enough, but you're a cool guy, and that sounds like an awesome way to spend an evening.
That
So
sounds like a cool way
I-
to spend a night, yeah.
Yeah,
But you're
man.
a
Love
cool
you,
guy,
man.
man. I love you too, man.
Yeah,
Miss
you rocked up. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I see how it is.
Let's play Deep Rock. I love all of you guys. Gals.
I forgot to plug something. I was interviewed by TTRPG Insider, so you can go to their podcast, check that out. And also the whole Cthulhu Dreamt team. Cthulhu Dreamt is a TTRPG that is just finishing its Kickstarter up now, that I've gotten to do a little writing for, so that's been fun. But check that out. Check out Action Fiction. Check out Cthulhu Dreamt. And check out TTRPG Insider.
Not to be confused with Cthulhu Awakens or Cthulhu Arises.
Correct. It's Cthulhu Dreamt. He did
Are
the
those actually
opposite
things?
this time. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Those are all actually things. Yes, absolutely.
Love it.
But this one has an original soundtrack, so check that out. Hey.
TTRPG?
Yeah, it's TTRPG.
That's dope.
It is dope. Everybody, thank you. Stay fresh. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye.